Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum. I'm your teacher Iqra Ijaz from Adabistan-e-Soophia. Welcome 9th class. I hope you all are fine and in very good mood. In this video you learn about problem solving and its steps. But before going to start our new video, let's take an overview of your new book, Computer Science 2020. In this book there are 5 chapters. First one is problem solving, second one binary system, then networks, then data and privacy, then designing website. This is a very informative book for you, so don't miss any point. Let's start our first lecture, problem solving method, defining a problem, understanding a problem. But the discussion of problem solving is very important. But before the discussion of problem solving, let's discuss about problem. Problem is an unprocessed data. For example, if you want to go to your school, then this is a problem for you. In this time, the problem is unprocessed. Now there are many solutions of your problem. Means you may go with your father or driver, or you may go with your friend, or also you can use your own bicycle. You can go by using any mode. Then from your home to your school, the problem is in process. Remember, first the problem is unprocessed. Then the solution of the problem is in process. Then after reaching to school, the problem is solved. In the term of computer science, the problem is any particular task that is to be performed on computer. Let's discuss problem solving. Problem solving is the process to solve complex problems. In order to solve a problem, it is important to follow a systematic approach. What is systematic? Systematic means step by step or an organized approach. Keep in mind, students, to solve any problem, you must follow a problem solving steps in sequence. These are 5 steps. First one, defining a problem. Second, understanding a problem. Third one, planning a solution. Then define candidate solution. Fifth one and the last one is selecting the best solution. Remember, you must follow these steps in sequence. If you do not use a proper sequence, then you cannot get your solution properly. If you change the order of the problem solving step, then definitely you cannot approach your solution. For example, if you want to eat food, then first you'll take the plate, then put some food in the plate and then eat it. As you cannot say that first you eat, then took the plate, then put some food in it. Similarly, you cannot analyze the problem as you do not define the problem. So you have to follow the sequence of the problem solving steps. Let's see each one separately. First one, defining a problem. A well-defined problem is one in which does not contain ambiguities. Conditions are clearly specified. Problem has a clear goal. Problem is easy to understand and easy to solve. In almost every problem solving methodology, the first step is defining or identifying the problem. It is the most difficult and the most important of all the steps. For example, if we talk about Albert Einstein, then he said, if I were given one problem, 1 hour to save the world, I would spend 59 minutes to define the problem and 1 minute to solve it. So you can imagine that problem definition is quite important to solve any particular problem. Now let's move on. These strategies. If we read the problem, if it is defined, then it's okay. If the problem is not defined well, then we can use one of the following strategies to define the problem. These are: gain background knowledge, use guesses, draw a picture. First one is gain background knowledge. We try to know the situation and circumstances in which the problem is actually happening. In this way, we can identify the given state. Use guesses. Use guesses, that means we try to guess the unknown information through appropriate guesses. These guesses may be based upon our past experiences. These guesses may ask from our senior developer that bases upon their past experiences. The last strategy is draw a picture. If the problem is not defined well, we can draw a picture and fill the undefined information. In this way, you can define a problem well, as you know very well about that pictures speak louder than words. We can easily understand the picture. So we can also use pictures to define our problem. Now let's move on understanding a problem analysis. It is important to understand the problem before jumping into the solution of the problem. A clear understanding of a problem makes it easier to solve and helps to save money, time, and resources. Problem analysis helps to understand a given problem. As you can see, the figure shows that the metaphorical representation of problem, where the red light presents a problem, the yellow light represents its analysis, and the green light represents the solution. It shows that in the middle yellow color analysis, that problem analysis makes us closer to a solution of any particular problem. Let's take a real life example. How many bricks are required to complete a building? Pause the video and then think. Most of the people say that 1,000 bricks, or said depends upon the area. They said this because they did not analyze the problem carefully. The right answer is 1 brick. The problem is how many bricks are required to complete a building, not that how many bricks are required to build a building. So the right answer is 1 brick is required to complete a building. Here 5 W's strategies are used to analyze the problem. These 5 W's are what, who, when, where, why. Understanding of a problem usually includes the identification of the 5 W's. Problem analysis is the process to figure out these 5 W's from a problem statement. These are the basic elements which leads towards the solution of a given problem. Suppose a problem statement. Suppose your class teacher assigns you a task to prepare a list of students whose name starts with A. The list is required in order to prepare an alphabetical directory of all school students, and there is only 1 week to complete the task. We can analyze this problem by identifying 5 W's in the problem statement as given below. The 5 W's are what, who, why, when, where. Here the problem statement, what list of students names starting with letter A. What means list of students names starting with letter A. Who can define? The students can define. Why we do this? To prepare the directory of students. When? Within 1 week. And the last one, where we can do this? We can do definitely in the school. Let's take a review of this lecture. First we'll discuss about problem. Problem is unprocessed data, and the problem solving is a process of solving complex problem. So there are many steps of problem solving. These are defining a problem, understanding a problem, planning a solution, defining candidate solution, then selecting the best solution. First we discuss the defining A problem, defining a problem is the first and very important step. A well defined problem is the one that does not contain ambiguities, has clear goal, conditions are clearly specified, easy to understand, and easy to solve. If the problem is not defined well, then we can use three different strategies like gain background knowledge, use guesses, draw a picture. Next, we discuss understanding a problem or analysis a problem. Analysis of problem is a process to figure out 5 W's. These are what, who, when, where, why. Here are some short questions of today's lecture. Mark these questions on your book as short questions so that you can prepare these questions for board exam. Question number 1. Define problem solving. Also write the names of problem solving steps. Problem solving is a process to solve complex problems. In order to solve a problem, it is important to follow a systematic approach. First, write the definition of problem solving, then write the steps. 1 mark is for definition and one mark is for steps. Remember, you cannot change the sequence of the steps. Okay? The steps are defining a problem, understanding a problem, planning a solution, defining solution. Last one, selecting the best solution. Question number 2. What is meant by defining a problem? A well-defined problem is the one that does not contain ambiguities. All the conditions are clearly specified and it has a clear goal. It is easy to understand and solve. In almost every problem-solving methodology, the first step is defining or identifying the problem. It is the most important and the most difficult of all the steps. Question number 3. What are the 3 strategies to define the problem? Just write their names. There are 3 strategies to define the problem. First one, gain background knowledge. Second one, use guesses. Third one, draw a picture. Question number 4. Why the understanding of problem is important? It is important to understand the problem before jumping to the solution of the problem. A clear understanding of a problem makes it easier to solve and helps to save money, time, and resources. That's why understanding a problem is very important. Problem analysis or understanding a problem helps to understand a given problem. Question number 5. What are 5 W's? Understanding of a problem usually includes identification of the 5 W's. 5 W's are what, who, when, where, why. Problem analysis is the process to figure out these 5 W's from a problem statement. These are the basic elements which leads towards the solution of a given problem. After reading all the problem solving steps, we will discuss how to attempt the long question of problem solving steps. In previous book, there are more chapters than this book. You are lucky, students, that there are less chapters, as well as material of this book is very informative and quite important according to the computing field. As you know that this book is new, so no past paper, no important question, no previous test is available for you. So you have to prepare each and every line, each and every topic of your book. I'm trying my best to give you the proper and easiest way to learn this book. Keep in touch. If you have any query regarding lecture, then ask with me without any hesitation. We'll discuss further steps of problem solving method in next video, inshallah. Take good care of yourself. Jazakallah. Allah.